So, so after that is when now I met Nameless.
Yep.
Same place, hapo tuko studio.
Yep.
And so when we met, obviously he didn't know that at some point I also was called Nameless.
Oh, because he only met with Kiama.
Yes.
Earlier. Yeah.
When Kiama met him, I wasn't there.
Yes.
So obviously he didn't know me.
Yes. Yeah.
So when we met in studio,
Yeah.
I mean, he knew me because of the songs I had done already with Mr. Goose, Vinnie Banton, and Kunguru. And of course Isa.
Yes.
So he knew me as Mr. Lenny.
Yeah.
But he didn't know my history.
Yes. Yeah.
So the day we met, hey, mambo vipi niaje, hey, inakuaje nini?
Yeah.
And I mean, he was a cool guy.
Yeah.
And he was so, hey, and then he was like, hey, maze, unaimba, bro, unaimba.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nameless is always a good spirit. I mean, even when I met, like I've hung out with him. He's a good
he's very
spirit.
easy.
Yeah.
So we became friends instantly.
Yeah.
And one day, now after we met that day, we met another day again because now he was working on his album. So he'd frequent the studio a lot.
Yes.
And then he moved to South B. Not very far from the studio. He got an excuse somewhere there. So that he could, easily.
I'm trying to remember the name of the album.
On Fire.
On Fire, yes, because I remember the two words.
On Fire.
Yes.
That was the name of the album. So one day I was there. I don't know what I was waiting for, but he came and he greeted me and all that. Started talking, nini. So I think he had just come to see Lucas briefly, and he was going back to his house. So he's like, yes, twende home, ni hapa tu.
Yeah.
So I went to his place. We sat down, started talking, nini. And then so we just blended and we became very good friends.
Yeah.
So one day I was like, by the way, I need to tell you something. I told him, by the way, unajua uliiba jina yetu wewe. He's like, eh? What do you mean, uliiba jina yetu?
Metoboa siri sasa.
Nikamwambia, by the way, remember that guy who came to see you in campus? Jamaa mmoja alikuwa anaitwa Kiama.
Yeah.
Akasema, Kiama. Yeah, the guy who came and told you that he was nameless. It's like, yeah, I remember him. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah. So I was the other half. I was the other half. I was part of his group, Nameless.
Yeah.
He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. I was in the same group, Kiama. We used to call ourselves Nameless. He was so shocked. He couldn't believe it. So we start now. He starts giving me his story, like how the name came about, about the interview he did after doing the battle, the rap battle, and how he was named Nameless. Yeah, and that's how it stuck.
Yes.
And everything about what Kiama told him and all that.
Yeah.
And we sat down and we really laughed about it. It was so funny.
Yeah,
because now, we had moved on with life and all that.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
We have met. Like, what a coincidence, That the guy you got their name from, you're actually talking to and actually working with.
Yeah.
So, hey, it's like, hey, maze poleni, maze. That was not my intention.
Yeah.
But whatever happened. And Gina, I stuck to the name and all that. But it's all good, man.
To be fair, he didn't come up with the name himself.
No.
It just came naturally, almost organically.
And sometimes I say God works in wonders. Because what are the chances that I was going to meet Nameless? I mean, this is a guy I would be very, I would be hateful towards.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
And what are the chances that I would actually be in the same stable and actually work together?
Yeah.
And in fact, become very good friends.
Wow.
So from that time onwards, we became very, very, very close.
Yeah.
So, like I said, he was working on his album.
Yeah.
And so he kept inviting me to his place.
Yeah.
And I'd go and hang out with him. And one day I slept over his place. Now he had even moved to a bigger house. So I slept over and...
I think he was doing his architectural stuff.
He was still...
Nini, so...
In fact, he was juggling between the two.
Yes,
Music and architecture. So, and he used to work he was very hardworking. Very, very hardworking. One day he woke up in the morning and he started playing instrumentals. That he had been given by Lucas.
By Lucas,
So he plays them, he plays and he started, just trying to get inspired and all. Anacheza my instrumental. So there's this particular instrumental he was playing that caught my ear. And I'm like, wow, instrumental iko sawa. I love it. So I listened and I'm like, hey. Out of nowhere I'm like, do it. Na 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 na. So that's how it started. Me, I normally get ideas
from the melody.
From melodies.
Okay.
That's how I started when I was in Kiama. So the same meaning I applied onto this.
Yes.
And so, so I'm singing to that. Na 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 na. And I'm just like, what is that? Nino, I went like, just sing it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. So I kept on repeating that. And I'm just like, ini kali. So we sat down, started writing. So I'm like, amenipa Juju. Oh.
Wewe ngoja nikuulize. Nani alikuwa? Were you singing about someone? Because because you can't just, out of all things you can say.
Yes.
This is what you used to say. Was there a backstory to this song? Because that's what many people thought.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. And then I'll ask you a question about kumbuka when the video came out.
Yes.
And then there was that lady dancer.
Yes.
Wakasema labda ni ule. Do you remember this controversy?
To be honest, and there's nothing to hide about this. There's, as a creative, you don't plan for anything. Ideas just flow.
Okay.
And for me, the idea for Juju just flowed. I don't know where I got it from. I can't tell you I got it from somewhere or there was something to do with Juju or
Okay. Fair enough.
I just got that idea from nowhere. And believe you me.
And
it was a brilliant idea.
It was.
And Nameless liked it. And even when we went to Lucas, I sang the chorus and it was like perfect. Like, he loved the idea. And in fact, he took this the same way we did with these other songs. The track that we used to record it with, he changed it. Like he did a whole new track for it.
I heard he used to do this a lot.
A lot. You just have you record whatever you give him, he will transform it into something else. And that's exactly what he did. So there was no, some people would say, CG, Nameless, Lenny have joined Illuminati.
What? Okay. What was? Oh, the Juju thing.
Because of that Juju song.
Okay.
Others would talk really bad and say, Nameless joined Illuminati. That's why he didn't die in the accident and all that nonsense. People would talk rubbish. But I mean, nobody knows. When their day comes, nobody knows, and nobody knows. You walk down the stairs, you trip, and you fall and die. It's not anybody's fault. If it is your day, it is your day. So I mean, he happened to survive in that accident. So
and of course, the backstory to this was Ogopa this time. Juju comes out. On Fire comes out. Ogopa is at the top. Like
they're doing
of
well.
African music. To be honest, I mean, Lucas even had to think about going to start
other countries
in Namibia, Ogopa and Ogopa. So you're also, you've developed some enemies.
Of course.
At this point.
Right? Many.
Right.
In fact, let me tell you, we were now there were artists who are even dissing us. They're even doing songs to diss us. I remember Bamboo and
Abbas.
And Abbas.
KAPUKA this.
KAPUKA this.
Yes.
Which was a dope track.
Yes.
I must admit. I remember a bus needed a bus, and he dissed me like,
yes,
tutabadilisha Lenny akuwe Nelly silly. And I'm like, what did I do to you guys? Like, I mean, I thought to Juani. And to make matters worse, I'm their fan. I used to be big fans of Abbas and Bamboo. Because I mean, like I said, we used to go for jam sessions and in F2. And these guys would really do their thing. They were really good at it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was a fan.
Yeah.
Why would they diss me?
I think it's now Klepto who responded to them.
Yes, Klepto responded with Tuendele and they killed it. They killed it.
Nyashinski now gave the most memorable verse, I think. Now because of that.
Exactly.
Now that debate, now may I call it, or people call it beef, I call it a debate because I think it was. I've tried to talk to Kolo about this.
Yeah.
But you know, I think we'll bring him here. He'll explain himself.
Yes.
But it's really, I think it was. Yes, you guys were doing better.
Yeah.
Your music was all over the place.
Yes.
Radio play. Mulukwa kila mahali. You're getting the shows.
Yeah.
You're working with brands at that point.
Yes.
And the guys who felt that they're the ones who started. From Kina Keishaka.
Yes.
Or the Mau Mau. Were not really at your place.
Exactly.
Of success.
Yeah.
So partly it's about that, I think, but also it was about form. It was about like what is real music, and what is real hip hop.
Yes.
I think it was now the question.
Exactly.
Right? And basically it was trashing people like Issa.
Yes.
And the whole Ogopa stable as see what were hip hop. Ni KAPUKA too. And I think even Nameless actually took that term as a badge of honor.
Yeah.
And I said, and I love KAPUKA. He said in a song.
Thank you. Let me tell you, do you know I even had a song I'd written. I wanted to reply to Akina Bamboo.
You did?
Yes.
I'm so glad you did.
To Lucas was like, no, there's no need. Lenga to the story. I'd written a song, man.
Was it that tense? Ebu, take us through that. Was it like, how tense was it?
You see, let me tell you, I think this, first of all, I think the media started the whole thing of camps. Because remember, initially it was Juju, Ogopa, and Caliph.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, yeah.
Then it ceased to be that. Then it became now like, actually, now these Ogopa guys are not rappers. They're not even talented.
Yes.
In fact, they're journalists who used to write. Write articles and say, we can't even sing. I remember there's one particular journalist, I'm not going to mention him, but he wrote some very, nasty things and said that, I can't even sing. And even compared me to another artist and said that all we do is just make noise. So we really got a lot of bashing, And, I mean, we are human beings.
Yeah.
We are all human beings. Yeah. And it can get to a point, just like the way social media right now is. Somebody can say something to you and you feel very bad.
Yeah.
Because that person don't even know you.
Yeah.
But they have the audacity to talk trash about you.
Yes, they don't know what you've been through.
They don't know what you've been through.
Yeah.
They don't know how you go about your business.
Yes.
They have never spent a coin into your day-to-day life, and they think they have an opinion over you.
Yeah.
And, that would get to a lot of us.
Yes.
You feel like, man, we are working hard, man. It's not, nobody's giving us for free. There was nothing for free, man. We are working hard.
Yeah.
We're where we were because of our work.
Yeah.
And I believe because of the talent that we have.
Yeah.
It's not by fluke.
Yes. Yes.
And Lucas, by the way, Lucas will not record you if he did not feel you.